Hello there. Are you about to take the hunter safety course? Then you're going to find this video very informative. Hi, my name's Chief. I thought I'd make a video because I'm sure if you're an experienced hunter about to take the course, or you're an inexperienced person getting into firearms and hunting and you're getting ready to take the course, I'm going to be giving out lots of yummy, good information and also answers. How about that? I'm going to give you answers to the test. Can you believe that? And I'm going to be referring to our Texas handbooks. And it doesn't matter whether you take the test in Texas, Missouri, Illinois. It doesn't matter. The whole government, we all go by the same rules. We all have to apply by the same laws. So we're all taught the same things. And I'm going to point that out as we, throughout the video, point out things to you to let you know not just general terminology, but why things are named that and why we need to learn the correct terminology for firearms or weaponry, however you want to look at it. I look at it as firearms. It's not just a hunter's safety course, it's a hunter's or firearm safety course. You need to learn the safety of firearms before you need to go to the woods and actually try to use them, don't you think? Anyway, that's my personal opinion. Matter of fact, I'll give you a, what have you been raised? I know all you experienced hunters out there, you've been taught something all your life. What's the number one rule about any type of firearm? Is always treat every firearm as if it's loaded, right? Right, that's what I was raised. Wrong. The number one rule, that's the way I was raised. Actually, the correct answer is the number one rule, and this is an answer to a test. The number one rule of firearm safety is keep your muzzle pointed in a safe direction. What's the number two rule? Treat every firearm as if it's loaded. Okay, now there's two free answers right there. So, okay, now pay attention. Like I was going to point out, terminology. Folks, now first off, I'm going to be using this as a demonstration weapon, just a 22 long rifle. It has been decommissioned. It's been destroyed. Any type of part of this gun that would shoot a bullet has been destroyed or incapable of putting a bullet in or firing. Just for demonstration purposes, it's so people don't have to worry about while I'm demonstrating or while they're handling it, it accidentally going off. There's no way to load around, there's no way to fire this weapon. It's just for demonstration purposes. What I was going to point out was, what is this called right here? This might be a test question. What is this called? The barrel, right? That's what everybody always says, the barrel. Okay, folks, I know you might have been raised that way. Proper terminology. This is considered a muzzle. You might have a barrel over off the side. You might have a barrel off the bottom of your gun. When you say, hey man, I got a problem with my barrel. Well, really? Well, I got a problem with my barrel too. It used to just be a beach ball, but now it's turned into a barrel. But when you say, I have a problem with my muzzle on my firearm, everybody knows immediately there's something wrong here. If you say, something is wrong with my receiver. This is a receiver. What is this called? Do you know what this is called? It's simple. If you're experienced with firearms, if you're a beginner, you want to know these kind of things. When you take a hunter safety course, you will learn this. But like I said, it's not just a hunter safety course. It's a firearms safety course. It teaches you about how to treat all firearms safely, whether you're in the woods or not. Very, very useful information. I'm sorry, I know experienced hunters in classrooms, they know all the answers, they know everything, blah, blah. Pay attention to your instructors. You'll learn things that you didn't know. Believe me, I've had 10, 11, and 12-year-old students, young gentlemen and ladies in a classroom that after, after 2 days, it's a 2-day course, 3-day course, depending on your instructor, they would study and take, the information down, take notes. The experienced hunters, 35 to 45 and 50-year-old men in the classroom, by the end of the course, when it's time to take the test, you have an hour to complete the test or longer if you need it. The kids, the students, the children were taking the test and completing it within 10 to 15 minutes, scoring higher than the so-called experienced hunters because they know everything already. And folks, it's not that hard to learn. And I'm sure I've already given you a couple answers. I've pointed out a couple things to you. I'm not going to give you all the answers. Let's be honest. You need to stick your nose in the book. It only takes a minute. Believe me, as much time as we spend playing on the YouTube videos and everything else, you can spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day for a couple days. Learn the information. It's very helpful. When you're going to go to the range, what's the important thing? What's the first thing you go to the range with? Everybody says, okay, don't forget your weapon. Okay, your firearm. No, that's not it. Okay, don't forget some form of hearing protection. No, that's not the first thing. Safety glasses, shooting glasses, got to have them, right? No, that's not the first thing. Before you go to a range, what's the first thing you should have? Hunter safety course. Sorry, folks. A lot of people don't think they need them because they're experienced around firearms. They've been raised around firearms. Before you go to the range, take one. You might learn a little something. And if not, who cares? I'm sure if you don't learn anything, then you need to be an instructor teaching the class. Because believe me, I've heard comments about, I've taken handicapped people hunting, wheelchair hunting. If you're a young guy in physical shape, you want to go mountain goat climbing mountains for miles and hiking, great, go do it. If you're in a wheelchair, it's physically impossible for you to be able to do that. You can still go hunting. There's still plenty of hunting guide services out there that offer handicap hunts. They'll put a wheelchair just about anywhere. You can hunt a bear. But, okay, don't think you're limited on hunting access. Don't think you're limited on firearm access. You can go to the range. There's lots of ranges out there that are, some of them are fairly inexpensive. We have a range here in town at $7.50 all day long, shoot whatever you want. There's ranges in other towns, it's $35 an hour, and you're limited to a 50-yard range. You can't shoot a rifle. You're limited to pistol, black powder, or shotgun. And they don't even want you to shoot a shotgun because it might mess up your silhouette targets that you're stapling to. Anyway, folks, go out. I hope you learned a little something. Let's see, what else? What other answer could I give you real quick? Let's see. Okay, you know muzzle, and you know what's the number one rule? Keep your muzzle pointed in a safe direction. What's the number two rule? Treat every gun as if it's loaded. Folks, do you know what this little button does right there? What does that do? Did you ever learn what this was yet? This is called a trigger guard. Well, why is it called a trigger guard? Because this is a trigger. Inside there's the trigger that makes it go bang and kill somebody. Okay, well, why did they put this on there? A little useful information. Originally, guns were developed without them. But as you're walking through the woods and you hit a limb and you kill your buddy, they decided, hey, you know what? Maybe if we put a trigger guard on there, it won't accidentally hit a limb. Then they figured out, well, a limb might still poke in a little hole, so they designed a little safety switch. That little safety switch is right there next to the trigger. So if you're walking through the woods, you don't have to walk around with a loaded gun ready to shoot and have your finger on the trigger. Oh, no. Your finger's outside the trigger guard. It's not in the trigger. It's not in the trigger at all. Not near it. You see something you want to shoot, you're looking where? Not at your target. Useful information, pay attention. You're looking beyond your target. Before you ever reach down to take that gun off of safety, you're looking beyond the target. We're looking beyond our target. Why is that? Because a .22 long rifle, 30 degrees, that bullet can carry 1.5 miles. If you were shooting a high-powered rifle, folks, you're shooting this way straight's one thing. You're shooting out of a blind, box blind towards the ground, that's one thing. Don't shoot at a deer silhouette at the top of the hill, because a high-powered rifle, at this angle, shooting up a hill, that bullet can carry 5 miles and kill somebody in somebody's backyard that they never knew where the bullet was coming from. That's why it's important to take a hunter safety course. It's a firearm safety course. You're learning shooting tips. You're learning firearm safety. You're learning hunter safety. You're learning very valuable information. It's a very important thing to learn, even if as an experienced hunter, as an experienced person working around firearms. Take the course. It doesn't cost that much. A couple days of your time, it's worth it. Like I said earlier, if you don't learn something, then you need to be an instructor, because it's very useful information. Another quick answer to the test. Did you, okay, you remember muzzle, trigger guard, safety, stock, keeping the muzzle pointed safe direction, keep every weapon treated or firearm treated as if it's loaded. Let's see, what other answer could I give you maybe? How about this? Take the class, learn for yourself. They're not that long, it's fun. If you're a beginner, they're real interesting. If you're experienced, they're real interesting. Thanks for joining me. My name's Chief. Subscribe to my channel, Texas Wildlife Management Organization. Featuring lots of hunting and fun videos there. But I hope you learned something. Hope you take this information and put it to use. Hope you take the course. Folks, they don't cost that much. Take your kids before they take them hunting. They got to have the course anyway eventually. Take them. Let them learn with you. Y'all learn together. Encourage them to learn. we always try to teach our kids stuff anyway. The important thing to teach them, not just firearm safety, teach them everything. Let them go to the class to be certified. They get something to hang on their wall and show their friends. And they give away, sometimes they give away free gifts. Sometimes instructors get some stuff to give away to people that take the course while they're in class. But again, thanks for joining me. I hope you learned something. Get a hold of your Walmarts, academies. Most sporting goods stores have postings of instructors that are offering classes. If not, call your local Parks and Wildlife Department, Game and Wildlife, your game warden. They'll know of instructors. They'll tell you of somebody. They can refer you to somebody. They can get you hooked up. Just don't give up. Get out there, get the information. Get out to the woods, get out to the range, have fun. It's a good family fun sport. As long as you're safe, everybody has a great time. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me. Again, I hope you learned something. Go out and take the course. Join us again. Subscribe to my channel. Watch my videos. You might enjoy them too. All right.